Hello, Stephen. Okay, time is money. Let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, so yes, effective. Indeed, it's really simple to figure out. I think it works definitely. It's very very effective. I do, of course, have some recommendations. So let me just bring this down a little bit so that we can fit in the window. Okay, so now, don't forget, if we jump over to the instructions, we see that we need a border, a 1-inch border. So it can be a solid border, or it can just be a stroke. But we just to suffice the requirements. Let's go ahead and add that border. Okay, now center composition, right? But it's not centered. You're a little too close to the left, so you want to reconfigure it so that it doesn't feel like that composition feels a little imbalanced because, and for another reason too, I'll get in 1 second. But you definitely want to figure out a way to make this appear as though if this is a fulcrum in the center of a page, that it's not going to tip one way or another, right? And that's figuring out compositional balance is just that easy. It's like pretending there's a teeter-totter right there, and what's more heavy on one side is typically points to an imbalance in the composition. I think this composition is definitely imbalanced, not only for that reason being not exactly centered. Your margins are not, I don't think they're quite even. Maybe they are. This could be an optical illusion. And if it is, I'm going to tell you what's happening. Stylistically, this illustration here is it's got much more visual weight than this, right? So we've got a little bit of discord here in the style of the illustrations. So, and this being so much heavier in visual weight, again, pulls the composition to the left, makes it appear to be imbalanced. So I would definitely recommend that you try to get these stylistically as similar as possible. I'm not even going to get into the color just yet because I think, well, actually I will in a second. So over here, you've got, now remember, okay, so we've talked about, you and I have talked before, we haven't really brought it up in this class, about a couple of different principles in design. One is called Occam's razor. The other, of course, is called Hicks' law. And they both point to this, that 10 times out of 10, the most simple solution is the superior solution. I think this is too complex. I know, I see what you're doing. You're trying to develop some depth, right? And that's okay, that's great. But the problem is that we've got this kind of ambiguous line right here, right? So I just think it's too ambiguous with this post behind the glass with the lighter transparency, this post in front of the glass, this glass part extending in front of the side of the hourglass, and then especially over here, it's really ambiguous. I would simplify that and bring these more stylistically similar together as a group. Okay, now, and that points to this. I think the coins are a little too simple. They don't really reflect coins too much. I mean, I would definitely put a face on there or something that resembles a coin. One of your classmates used just a dollar symbol in there, you know, the S with the line through it. So try to think of a way that this can more resemble coinage. Okay. Also, we could probably increase the contrast associated with this as well. So think about how you might do that. Okay, so those are our recommendations. I hope they make sense. If they don't, let me know. I'll be glad to clarify. And let's go ahead and take it from there. And again, questions, I'm right here. All right, great start, Stephen. Thanks so much for sharing.